really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here is Davis. Pass to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And this is AD to a T. Assertive, making plays, not settling, and throwing it down.
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
Here's Olajuwon. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available. Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
George looking around. Inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Miami now. Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
Olajuwon, right side. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Now Hardaway. They set the pick. For the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
And you love how LeBron is able to lift the whole team with his passing. That facilitating gives them a lot of energy.
And Davis, here we go.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And Davis wide open. He shoots. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
And defenses don't want to allow Anthony Davis to find that kind of rhythm from the three-point line.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's James. Pass to Korver. And a miss there on the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Olajuwon inside. Up and in on the layup. Olajuwon's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The shot's good.
I like how AD set up that time. His footwork was good, his balance was good, and that led to a nice shooting motion.
Screen by James. It's stolen by Davis. And it's Davis missing. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Korver. Hardaway from outside.
Just one of the greatest when it comes to blocking shots. AD using that crazy wingspan to create that kind of havoc defensively.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now here's Davis. From deep. It's not going to go for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Philadelphia?
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Back to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Russell right now playing heads up, looking for guys.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Duncan. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Miami now. Rose with the ball. Outside Bosch. Clock at 4. And Drexler throws it down hard.
And that's just good court awareness by Bosch, finding the open man for the easy one.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
A shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, misses the three.
And Timmy giving his best effort out there on the break. Nice to see the old fella running the floor.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Pass to Artest. And here's Westbrook. He's covered by Rose. It's Westbrook with the drive. And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. George with the ball. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Outside Artest. To the inside. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
To the middle. Stolen by Artest. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And at his size, Porzingis needs to try to do that more often and take advantage of matchup problems.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
Drexler left side. Outside Rose. And it's Ron Artest with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Rose. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Miami no good on that time either. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before. Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Pass to Westbrook. Sweet move. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
Outside, Drexler. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
1:22 left from the first half of basketball. Pass to Bosh. From deep three-point range. Ball with the rebound. How about this run crank they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Davis inside. He's got 6. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Ball goes to the away team.
Miami trails by 5. The kick out to Bosh. Pass to Rose. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. It's stolen by Rose. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Stolen by George. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Miami. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Davis. He has 7. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Duncan. On the wing, George. The kick out to Bosh. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Philadelphia with the ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Pass to Davis. Here's Olajuwon. Shakes him. And it's sent back by Howard. On the wing, Korver. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Artest over to help. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assist from
10 points for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, the moment AD gets the ball that deep, you can wave a white flag.
Pass to Artest. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Miami trails by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Great awareness by AD to stop and pop. Yet another shot he has improved over his years.
Please give a big round of applause for Jordan Speed.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Now Westbrook. Porzingis at the elbow. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Knocked away. And stolen by James. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And the veteran Korver, one of the deadliest outside shooters of all time.
Philadelphia on D. The lead is 2. And Davis can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Davis. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Scottie Pippen. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Davis with the double team. Outside, Davis. Back to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Outside Korver. For the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Korver's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's Korver's game right there. When that three ball is dropping, he is really, really dangerous. And it drops often.
Down low. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Miami.
And here's Davis for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
I like watching AD going at the defense and trying to impose some of that physicality from him to them.
And he makes all 3.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Davis surveying the floor. Olajuwon in the high post. That shot no good. Good D by Hardaway. Miami leading by 4. Outside, Davis. Back to Hardaway. And it's Korver in the corner. And Olajuwon with a clear path to the hoop. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Pass to Howard. Now here's LeBron, defended by George.
So much power behind what LeBron James brings to the rim.
Left side, Davis. Davis inside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Timeout away team. Man, please give a big round of applause for your dance team. All right, that is your dance team. Make some noise.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice foul.
Bosh, that's good.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's a three-point game. Outside, George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That straight line drive there from Paul George, you love to see him get in that attack mode. We'll see if he can cash in now at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And it's Davis missing.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from it.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Miami. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Korver. Shoots the three. Drills it from outside.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Olajuwon. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Stolen by George. Ball with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Olajuwon. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
You see right there, that is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a 6th sense for when to dish it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Davis up top. It's deflected. Outside Korver. From deep three-point range. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's deflected. Hardaway with the steal. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. Davis has got the lead up to 9 now for Miami.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Some changes for Philadelphia. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, and he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And he just has every shot in the book, and right now they're all going down. AD dominating.
Back to Giannis. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Porzingis inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Porzingis showing some toughness that time, just cutting through contact.
Miami leading by 7. Outside, Davis. And Artest over to help. Outside Korver. From downtown, it's rebounded by Porzingis. 1:52 left here in the 4th quarter. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Here's Miami now. James outside. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Out to Porzingis. Howard with the steal. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Back to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. 5 on the clock. Outside Hardaway. James trying to free himself up. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Korver. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And now a 10-point Miami lead.
They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
From deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Giannis outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Jay, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.